Hi guys, this is Small Archangel. Welcome to the fourth part of my Let's Play Rising World. And in this episode I've got a slightly more ambitious project in mind. So we built my little log cabin cum shack, which is just a very basic build. And I've decided that because I can't wait for farming to be implemented in this game, I decided that just in hopes that that is going to happen soon, I was going to build a farmhouse. So that's what we're doing in this episode today. Something tells me it's going to take quite a while to build it. I've got a pair of foxes swimming in the lane here, so I'm probably going to have to edit this video and do it in several cuts, but that's, you know, that should work out slightly less long somehow. As you see, I've built a little lane from my cabin, and I've put in some sort of lamp posts as well. Really, I wanted a crossbar at the top and then to dangle a lantern, but there isn't anything really in the game that you can use as a crossbar apart from these posts, which are just way too long at the moment. So I had to stick with torches for the time being. It'll be a different story, I dare say, when we have everything added later on in the game. Be interesting to see how things develop. But for now, working with what we got, I have quite literally already done the groundwork here. I've leveled this area, and I have also put in the foundation of my farmhouse, designating as well where all the rooms are going to be. So you can see where we're going to have, this is the front door here. And I've built a load of stone stuff here, but I'm just gonna, before we do anything else, I'm just going to place these steps here. And yeah, maybe I'll have to put some, no, that's not what I meant, some blocks under there as well, like that. There we go, that's better. Okay, so that's our steps. Now eventually I will actually pave this courtyard area outside as well, but I'm going to build the house before we worry too much about terraforming and gardening and such like. So I've chosen this stone block here. I've mined tons and tons of stone, and I'm going to basically build the house out of this stone, because that is what a farmhouse should look like as far as I'm concerned, is built out of stone. That's what you get where I'm from in the north of England, in the countryside, stone built farmhouses. And it's just going to be one floor as well, so I'm not messing with stairs yet. That I will do in the next episode. I'm also planning on doing more of a sloping roof on this one as well, so that might take some time. But for now, I'm just going to lay a few blocks, and then, as I say, I'll kind of edit so you get to see how this develops. So that's our main doorway. It's scary how fast you get through the blocks. Had to do quite a lot of cutting away in this corner. There was quite a lot of earth. Now, by the way, in the last episode I worked out how to get off the chair about 2 seconds after I finished the video. So you press escape. That's pretty much how you get out of the bed or off anything you're interacting with. Escape gets you out of it, as well as leading to the menu and the start menu. Okay, so that's basically our sort of foundation level. We might need, I don't know, some scaffolding to do the higher parts of the wall, maybe, I'm not sure. So we're not quite at the level where we need to put the windows in yet, given that all windows in the game so far are 2 by 2. They're 4 blocks, basically. Oh, that's not where I meant to put that. That's so annoying. At least only 4 hits kind of destroys it. But it's a bit of a waste of a block, which is annoying. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to put the windows the same height I did with the cabin, which is to say a block higher than this. I'd love to have bigger windows, but they've really got to be epically huge if you do that. So I'll go for width rather than length here, which again is more in keeping with the the feeling of a farmhouse anyway. Run out of blocks very quickly. Glad I finally got that goat out of my house, because I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to build around it, because there's a pig in here and a goat in here, and if I run out, yeah, I've run out. Okay, so basically I'm going to have to go craft some more blocks and then come back. Okay, so here we are again. You can see how it's taking shape now. I have pretty much sort of put all the corners in, including where the rooms are, and the walls between the rooms are going to be. And because I've already decided where the rooms are, that does make it a lot easier to decide where the windows are going to be as well. Basically, I don't want the windows to be too close to the middle of the walls, to the edge of the walls rather. And I will space them as evenly as I can, just for sort of aesthetics as well as for sort of light distribution inside, just in case it makes any difference. So I'm just going to put, and I've decided that the ceiling's going to be, ooh, that's straight in my eyes. The ceiling is going to be higher in this one as well, so I've made it 5 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the ceiling's probably going to be there. Yeah, the other thing that's come to my attention really is that if you want your ceiling and your floor to be different, so the ceiling to be different in pattern and texture to the floor above it, then you pretty much have to have a dual depth block layer, because otherwise, yeah, you've got wood, for example, on top and wood underneath as well. But that might be appropriate in a farmhouse, of course. Might, you know, some beams might look quite cool. So we're going for a rustic feel here. Okay, so we're going to just decide exactly where these windows are going to go. That's our next stage. So we have a gap here of 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. That's 4 wide, and then we have 1. We have here. Just make that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which isn't much good. So we'll just. Well, we could do that, I suppose. Except I can't place it on top now. This is where I need steps from above, but what we can do, so we just want that, is this. Oh! It's so easy to do. Okay. You can see why I use blocks so much, so quickly, because, yeah, because it's just really easy to do that. I'd love to have a window that was, you know, more than 4 wide, but at the moment they've got to be sort of 8 blocks wide, or 4 blocks, or multiples of 4 basically. So that one's just that little bit too big. So we'll just go around the top of all of these, and then we can decide exactly how big the windows are. So this is actually the kitchen here. So we don't need massive windows in a kitchen. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So what we should probably do is have 2 of 4. The same as we had over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that maybe. And then the same on this side. And there I can even do... No, I can't. Okay, so I'll have Yeah, I'm not sure that's quite what I meant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Kitchens need to be light. I'll have a double wide window there. Okay. And that's the door frame. Door frames need to be 4 blocks high. And that one's 4 wide, which you can stay. I quite like this texture actually, the stonework's nice. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Right, we'll have 4 blocks. 2, 3, 4. And then a central bit like that. Ah, I hate that. Okay. And then maybe the same thing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and would be 8, yeah. It would be 8, which means we can't quite do the same thing there. We'll fill that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7, okay. So we've got a 4 there. And a 4 there. Oh, I hate this. Stop it. Okay. Something like that. It's not lacking in windows, this room. And then I think this is the last one. No, not quite. I've got a few more to do. Okay, but you can see how it's taking shape. Okay, I probably won't make those quite that big. So I've got to placing the windows now. Again, I'm going to use the grid because it's a very useful way of being able to put them in there. It does make things much easier to place them precisely. And I've just done the same window for every room. I can't see those sun rays. They look fantastic, but they do kind of get right in your face, which is probably realistic. And I counted, and I've got 28 windows, which is quite a lot of windows. This is quite a lot bigger build than the last one I did. And the bigger you build, the longer it takes to do. But this one is going to be a much nicer house, so it's going to be worth it, I hope. And as I say, hopefully at the end of the day we'll be able to I'll be able to add some fields out the back of this, or to the side, or in front, or both. Maybe I'll be able to have some animal pens. Maybe I'll be able to grow fruit and vegetables. Apple orchard, something like that. So it just seems like a sensible thing to make. Now, one more window. Hope I counted the number of windows right, because I can't be bothered going all the way back to my crafting station. Perfect! Okay, and I made a door. I thought this door looked pretty good. Put the grid back on, and I think the door should open inwards, so I'll turn that around. And call it good. some things take a while to place like that, and some things place virtually instantaneously. So that looks like a nice farmhouse door, I think. Actually, I really love this door. It's got a really nice texture on it. It's cool. So, evening's drawing in again. It happens so quickly. But what I am planning on doing here, and again, I might just be messing stuff up. I've decided, and this is not very clever because I probably need to put the walls in first, because there's no point in putting ceilings through the walls. I've decided to put ceilings in at this level. This is only going to be a one-story house anyway, just with this rough looking plaster, and then above that I will just build my sloping roof. But for the moment it looks like it's time to go to bed again, because you can't see very well at night. There's no mobs going around at night, but it's not very light, and I'm not wearing a torch or anything. I can carry a torch, but you can't do anything at the same time, of course. I do like the immersiveness of being able to sleep like that. Left the door open all night, but again, what's going to get me? So we can see the structure from a way away now. I can't be actually bothered following the road because the shortest way is just to cross the grass, but I'm just impatient to do my building. So what I probably need to do actually is decide where the walls are going to, well, I know where the walls are going to be, but build the walls, and I haven't got anything to build the walls with as yet, so I suppose it makes much difference if I just fill the whole of this with ceiling, because you're not going to see anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. Although something tells me that these blocks are not going to go nearly so far as I thought they would. It's funny, you think you've made plenty and you don't realise the sheer size of the house you've built. And this isn't even a mansion. So the amount of mining and foresting that's gone into this place already is quite incredible, and I'm nowhere near done. Oh, that's my last block. Oh no. Sometimes these lining the blocks like this, sometimes it sort of glitches out slightly and doesn't want to complete the line for some reason. If I was standing on top of it, but when I'm underneath it, it doesn't seem to make too much sense. Okay, so there we go. So you can kind of see what that's going to look like. I'm going to have to go and make some more blocks again, but even though I've put loads of windows in, it's really not that light in here at all. So yeah, so I'm going to go and make some more blocks and finish this ceiling off. It is now quite a lot of in-game days and quite a lot of real time later, and an awful lot of mining have been done. And this roof is an epic labour of love. It is going to take quite some time. I think you can see where I'm going with it. It's, yeah, going to take really a long time to finish this. I wish I had made it quite so steep as I had. It is going to look fantastic, but it really is going to take a while to get there. So with the physics in the game, that I don't know if there's very much in the way of physics. You can attach blocks to really not very much at all, which means that the whole roof space can stay hollow with no problem at all. So it's just a case of getting up there and getting on with it, really. I've done the gable ends in sort of white rough render just because I thought that I wanted a change from just the plain stonework. And I chose these stone tiles for the roof because I think they look vaguely like roof tiles. My personal preference would be for them to be a bit darker, but we're a bit limited in choice at the moment for roof tiles. So this gable end looks lower, but it's actually exactly the same. It's just the pitch is, you know, is more shallow. So so there you go. That is the roof story so far, which, as I say, is really taking a very long time indeed. And I've put a little porch here, which ultimately I intend to put some supports there as well. But yeah, I hope you agree it's looking pretty cool. So I'm going to slog on with the roof, and it's going to be days and days, but eventually I hope to have finished it without actually mining away the entire world and falling into hell. So wish me luck. This is a historic day. I have finally finished the roof, and I did most of it from inside here, and I was going to close it up afterwards, but actually I quite like it as a roof space, and so I might just keep it like an attic. Don't think I can actually put a door here, but I might just level this off, and then maybe I can put a door here, because I actually quite like having the attic space, and it seems seems authentically like a farmhouse might have such a thing, a loft space. So the roof is really quite tall, and I was just using up the last few blocks to do this. Though, to be honest, there's not a lot of point. You can't really see those from that outside. I just thought, waste not, want not. Okay, so we'll go outside and down my ladder, which is slightly glitchy because the roof tiles, for some reason, I don't really kind of... doesn't quite compute. It has to be really perfect. Okay, there we go. So there's my roof hatch. It's taken days and days and days, but there is my roof. It's a higher pitch on this end than it is around here. And there's a gable end at both ends. Let's see. I'll just run around this side, because I'm really rather proud of this, really quite pleased with it. It's definitely the most complicated thing I've had to do on this game is just put this roof together, so you can actually see it from here. You can pretty much jump on my roof from here, and at some point I will have to go up there again, hence I'm keeping the ladder, because at some point I'll have to go up there again and put a chimney on. So yeah, I try not to use fly mode. If I can help it, I prefer to, I don't know, build things the right way, I guess, without cheating. And I suppose it is cheating using that. So technically I want to know what it's possible to achieve without cheating, so there we go. Okay, so that is the story so far with my house. There is just one more thing I'm going to do in this episode, and that is put these walls in here so that you can see more what the place is going to look like, and then the next episode will be about decorating it. So here we go. Right, the house is finally finished, at least in the very basic sense that it has walls, a roof, floors, interior walls and decor. I've finished the porch. I've sorted out the entrance to the loft at the back, so it's easier to access, and I've put a door on there as well. I haven't sorted out the exterior, but quite frankly, landscaping comes last. The house is built, and that's the main thing. I'll just give you a quick show. I've put doors here. I put some beams on the ceiling because it's a farmhouse and it just looks like there should be. All the interior walls are the same, because if you want to make them different in each room, again, you have to have a dual skin wall in order to be able to do that, because the blocks obviously are the same on all sides. I forgot the door between the master bedroom and the bathroom. Rats, there had to be something. I've glazed all of the windows. Sometimes it's difficult to tell, but they are glazed as well. And I've done all the flooring. Mostly it's just wood boards. As I say, it's a farmhouse. Nothing particularly fancy. But apart from that door I forgot, we're about ready to decorate this now. But that's a story for another time, folks. That's that's going to be the theme of my next video, is finishing the farmhouse, decorating it, and maybe doing a bit of exterior landscaping as well. So I hope you like what I've done with the place so far. I'm certainly pretty pleased with it. It's taken me absolutely ages, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's, as a house crafting game, this is pleasing. I'm really enjoying it. So leave me a like if you like this and you want to see more of it. This game, I think, shows an awful lot of promise, and I will be doing some more videos, so watch out for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.